So we apologize for the stream crashing as it has done the last couple of games. A lot of people are on the press box Wi-Fi, so it runs smoothly, but it crashes a couple of times. You missed a Nathan Manning leadoff single, and now Tommy Brandenburg has Blake Penso in a 1-2 hole. And a really good stop there by Whittle. It counts 2-2.
My first time seeing Whittle this season, and they're obviously trying to save Brendan Durkee. Again, you see Dave Solis managing.
Counts even up at 2 on Penso.
Doubleheader against the defending champions, but I would not be surprised if we see Durkee pinch hit in the designated hitter spot.
And there's a 2-2 breaking ball in there for a called third strike.
Penso didn't agree with that call. Looked like it might have been a little bit outside, but Brandenburg will take it.
Good frame there by Whittle, too.
Whittle getting the start today. Oaks hoping to play 2 today, and it's a really tough task to ask a catcher to catch both games of a doubleheader. The most grueling position on the field.
So Whittle gets the start over Durfee as Isaiah Morales shows bunt and pulls back. He's found himself in the designated hitter spot for the Riptide today because of how well he's performed offensively in this weekend. 6 for 10 with 5 runs driven in. And he rolls one over and it gets through the right side. Going first to third is Manning, and it eats up Gannis. They're going to send Manning, and he's going to score. A rare miscue by Tyler Gannis allows a run to come in. And the Riptide even up the score right away.
Hard hit baseball into right. I think Tyler had his head up looking at Manning going to third on that play. Trying to think about stopping him going first to third, and took his eye off the baseball and booted it because of run to score.
And even with Brooks playing shifted over towards first base, it still was able to sneak through the hole. That's how hard hit that ground ball was. Morales continues to stay hot at the plate. And it's now Anthony Angel, who is 2 for 12 this weekend. And he check swings, but did go around. Tried to show the umpire he didn't, but no appeal. Brandenburg's had to work already. Over 30 pitches. 35 to be exact. And they go over to second. Getting back in is Morales.
Close play, but Manning got in. Morales got in there.
Yeah, and looks like there's
someone in the bullpen was chirping. How about some thin skin, man?
Yeah, and also
second inning already.
Yeah. One of the coaches is probably going to go down there now and tell him to be quiet.
I don't think so.
I hope not, because it's unnecessary. 1-1 to Angel. He's in there for a strike. 1-2.
Nice spot, Tommy.
Yeah, really good.
The frustration stems from really last night's ball game.
Yeah.
Joey's down there talking to him.
He's going to be, keep it up, guys.
Yeah. He's pretending like he's yelling at them, and then he's going to get close and be like, keep it up, keep it up.
1-2 to Anthony Angel. And he chases a breaking ball and flails at it.
Easy Whittle.
Forgets how strong the hose is. 2 outs, though.
If Angel was busting it down the line, that could have been real scary stuff there. Angel was a guy struggling, but these next 2 guys, Zakar and Heimovitz, these guys have been really the brightest spot of the Riptide lineup. Have really came through for them.
Yeah, Zakar is 2 for 4, and then Heimovitz obviously had the home run at 4 hits. Zakar takes the pitch up, 1-0.
Talk about a position that's hard to come in and fill a key role. It is at catcher. You have to quickly get acclimated with your pitchers.
Jimmy Zakar was a new addition, a late addition to the Riptide roster, one of the many late additions, and he's been getting the starts behind the plate the last couple of games. Gavin Mez may be dealing with an injury of some sort. He hasn't been seen since the first game. He's one of the leading hitters for the Riptide.
Whittle, too. I mean, not that Whittle hasn't been with the team for a week and a half like Zakar. Still a pressure situation. You're playing for your season today.
Riptide are able to tie this game up. Isaiah Morales single to
2-0
right.
to Zucker.
Scored after the ball got past Tyler Gannis. He's a car.
This is outside 3-0. Gavin Heimovitz waits on deck.
In the regular season, he's issued 23 passes, 33 innings.
Brandenburg already at 40 pitches, not even through 2 innings.
Here to Jimmy Zakar. Base open with Gavin Heimovitz on deck. Sends the belt. Takes a look back at second. Delivers
3-0.
3-0.
In there for a strike, 3-1.
There for strike one on the upside part of the plate.
And once again, I'm sure the Oaks would be very pleased if they can just get 5 innings out of their starting pitcher. That could mean potentially only 2 bullpen arms used
Infield straightaway,
used
same thing with the
during this
outfield.
ball game.
1 run already in for the Riptide.
Andrew Lucas will be available in both games, we're presuming. That one misses outside. The car wasn't sure, but he takes his walk. First and second.
Was a similar spot to the pitch before.
Yeah, I thought that one was
I
off
thought
the
it was
plate.
outside.
Yeah. It's a good call, just hopefully that gets reciprocated when the Oaks are hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Now Heimovitz is up there with first and second and 2 away. He's 4 for 12 this weekend. He had a home run yesterday,
Grand slam, right?
Yep.
4 RBIs, 2 runs
and he
scored.
check swings and
Waters.
hits the bat, I think, of Shane Taylor in the on-deck circle.
Next circle, he had to get out of the way quick.
Brandenburg having to labor through this second. 1 run already in for the Riptide. RBI single from Nathan
Already
Manning.
nearing 45 pitches for Brandenburg. Wants to get out of this one
Isaiah Morales, Nathan Manning
with as
scored.
little damage as possible.
Now it's Heimovitz
First and
with
second
the
jam,
winner.
and
Swings to that
Heimovitz
pitch.
swings over the pitch. It's 1-1.
It's 0-2.
It's 0-2. Yeah, first pitch was
Yeah,
fouled
what
back.
are we doing? What are we doing on the
Yeah,
scoreboard?
wasn't the first pitch a foul? Yeah, the
Yeah,
first pitch was
it
foul.
was a
Yeah.
check swing foul.
Yeah.
They're laughing over there, so
Balls and 2
not locked in.
strikes.
They're gooning and buffooning.
Heimovitz in danger of going down on
Got it
strikes for
fixed.
the first
Not a
time.
babe.
13 playoff at-bats.
0-2.
Come on, Tommy.
Heimovitz.
0-2 pitch with the runner on second.
There's the
pitch.
breaking ball. It's a really good spot. And it's exactly where you want it on 0-2. Bury that pitch. Just doesn't get the chase.
Shane Taylor waiting on deck. If this inning were to continue with 2 outs.
Heimovitz having a really good weekend, but you don't want to face Taylor with the bases loaded.
Ryler Isaiah Morales, the leadoff at
And
second.
he's still got a couple
Bar from
pitches
first.
to work with.
Infield back for the
Head in the
Oaks.
count 1-2 still.
Guy trying to take the lead at the top of the second inning.
Brandenburg set. Has 1-2. Swung on and missed.
For strike 3.
Big strikeout for Tommy Brandenburg to get out of the jam, but not before the Riptide plate a run and even up the score at 1. We head to the bottom of the second inning, and it'll be Raul Sandoval, Austin Carrillo, and David Whittle coming up. Raul Sandoval will lead things off for the Oaks in the bottom half of the 6th inning. He's 2 for 7 in the 2 games for the Oaks so far. Really one of just a couple of guys with multiple hits, and one of them was that big 2-run home run against this Riptide team on Thursday. Capped off a 6-run first. And we also saw Sandoval hit a ball even farther that went foul later in that ball game.
Oh.
Takes a breaking ball on the corner for a strike. 1-1.
Okay, all right.
That was called a strike for Tommy.
But against this Riptide squad, smashed a home run, 2 RBIs, and went 2 for 4 with the run scored.
Finnegan's 1-1.
1-1.
Misses in the dirt.
It's inside and in the dirt.
2-1.
Rolls up the first base line.
Finnegan trying to be more efficient than Brandenburg. He was in the first, needing less than 15 pitches.
Sandoval had his 5-game
Brandenburg throwing 46 through 2 so far. Oaks trying to run up this pitch count of Finnegan, knowing that he's really a reliever. And that one hits the bat of Sandoval as he can't get it down. It went over his head behind him, and he ducked but forgot to bring the bat down.
Finnegan will take it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
We saw a couple yesterday where the pitch
Tough break there for Raul.
we saw one where it was over his head and he
Could have been
bat down.
in the driver's seat that it's at bat with a 3-1 count, but
Unfortunate strike too.
and that's a tough thing to do. It's easy to say you got to get the bat down,
Yeah,
but
naturally,
when the ball's coming at your head, it's
exactly.
it's hard to react quickly.
2-2 to Sandoval.
As that ball's
Popped up on the infield in foul territory. Penso on the run. He drops it.
He
That's
was
a
in foul territory.
Oh, no way.
He was in foul. He was in foul territory.
it's
It's
when
not where
touched
he
the
is.
ball.
It's where the glove is.
I
does
think
not
the
matter
glove was
as
foul
much.
too.
okay. Actually, so
They're gonna.
the rule.
There's 4 umpires today.
Okay, the rule is, even though he's in foul
It's
territory,
his glove.
I think his glove was in foul territory too.
but if the ball, that's not what it is.
It's where the ball is.
Yeah, the ball never landed
ball-
in foul territory. Even though he hit it in foul territory, he hit it into play, and then the ball just landed over the line. The ball
That is
didn't
true.
hit foul, right?
I think it's
No, the ball went on the grass.
yeah.
right
I think
away.
it's also different in front of the bases too,
It is.
because it's the same thing like with a bunt. That's why you see them swipe the ball away when it's close to the line, for it doesn't go that way. Like if there's a bunt down the line and the guy has his glove in foul territory and hits the ball in the fair territory, that's a fair ball.
Sandoval be on first for Austin Carrillo. Will he have to come back to the plate in a 2-ball, 2-strike count?
We'll see what the ruling is,
Margin for error, none for both of these teams.
and they're gonna call it a foul ball.
That makes no
Swans
sense.
have lost one. Official ruling is a
Sandoval come back.
Sandoval.
Either way, it'll be an error by Blake Penso. as
Yes.
That was a pop-up that should have been caught. And Sandoval gets a second chance.
One pitch hit his bat when he's ducking because he was too high. That gave him strike 2. Now he hits a pop.
See if Sandoval can take advantage.
Still battling with Finnegan.
Raul will take it though. Gets another chance to try to put a better swing on a ball.
For sure. 2-2.
Sandoval
The
takes
breaking ball that Sandoval takes in the dirt.
filled up.
Looked like it hurt a little bit on the car. It's a weird bounce that he had to block there.
Well, he's the only catcher, so even if it did, it's got to stay back there.
On 21 pitches through an inning plus. Pitch count still safe.
Counts full on Sandoval.
1-1 score in the bottom of the second inning. Oaks struck first in the first. Here's the pitch.
And Sandoval swings and misses.
So gifted with an extra strike.
Finnegan
Sandoval can't take advantage.
takes-
That's the first K for Finnegan, and he's out for the
Doesn't need the pop-up. He'll just take a strikeout. And that'll bring up Austin Carrillo.
Now it brings up the 7-hitter Austin Carrillo.
Yesterday was the first time all year we've seen Carrillo hit
Game yesterday.
lower than the 3-hole, and he was batting 7th, which is where he's at today.
Mayo right back
1
out
for
there.
7 He went 1 for 5 in the first game against the Riptide, but then an 0 for day yesterday, just like just about everybody. Called strike, and Zakar's going out to the mound. That's to give the umpire time, I think. I think it got a piece of him after Zakar was unable to handle it. Saw a lot of those on Thursday, a lot of pass balls and wild pitches from this Riptide pitching staff.
Hitting 339, third on the team behind Gannis and Dode.
Carrillo takes a strike, 0-2.
Austin Carrillo quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes, but he is one of the toughest players to strike out in this Conejo squad. 33 walks to 18 Ks. Strikes out.
Carrillo behind in the count, 0-2. Does a really good job with 2 strikes of shortening up and putting the ball in play. 0-2 from Finnegan, misses outside.
That was called a strike against AJ.
Zakar literally slid to catch that. 1-2 on Carrillo. Misses outside, 2-2.
These 2 strike counts is really when you see Austin Carrillo go to work. It's a pleasure to watch. He'll shorten up, not afraid to take it the other way. See a lot of bloop singles, just a lot of fighting swings to stay alive, a lot of foul balls. Been a tough guy to strike out all year.
And he drives that one foul. It's out of play.
Way out in front of that ball.
Yeah, he was. Continues to work the pitch count. Good at bat so far. Behind 0-2. Taking a couple pitches. Fouls one off. Counts to even up at 2.
Sandoval struck out swinging to start inning number 2. The Oaks got a run and an RBI ground out from 4-hitter Josiah Chavez.
Finnegan's 2-2. Misses. Carrillo works the count full.
Something smells really good right now. I don't know if it's the taco truck or barbecue place.
Getting hungry.
Good.
Didn't eat breakfast, Austin?
I did.
3-2 to Carrillo. Slaps it foul.
What a battle.
That probably would have been off the plate in a ball, but after seeing
You never
the
know.
strike call
You
on
cannot
Salgado,
assume.
Carrillo does a really good job of just fighting it off, knowing that it could be a possible 3rd strike call. That'll be the 8th pitch of the at-bat to Carrillo. He gets hit. Carrillo in some pain, gets him right on the hand. Ooh, take his free bag though.
Slowly saunter on to first. Will be checked on by the first base coach. Zakar coming out to check on Finnegan.
That'll bring up David Whittle.
Carrillo is going to walk up the line and gather himself. So 1 out, runner on first for
A couple
catcher David.
long at-bats to begin this inning. Sandoval striking out on 6 pitches, and then 8-pitch walk from Carrillo. They've already made Finnegan throw more pitches this inning than he did all of the first inning. And that's just with 2 batters between Sandoval and Carrillo. And Whittle swings at the first pitch and fouls it away.
That one definitely hurt Carrillo. I'm just watching him. He's moving his hand around quite a bit over there. Just picked up some dirt.
Really tough guy. There's no way he comes out of this ball game. 0-1 to Whittle. Misses outside. Zakar tries to backpick. Carrillo's up, standing up. That one could have potentially been called a strike if Zakar stuck it there, but he tried to get Carrillo at first. Was able to get back easily.
Oaks scored a run in the bottom of the first. Riptide answered with a run in the second.
There's a breaking ball from Finnegan. Misses up, and we've seen today that high strike is not being called with those breaking balls. A couple times with Brandenburg and now for Finnegan too.
Durfee gets the majority of the playing time for the catchers, most playing time out of all the catchers this season. But we have seen David Whittle come up big in a couple of big spots this season, a couple of bases loaded doubles. Wonder if he can rise to the occasion today in this playoff format.
Definitely a candidate to have a breakout game, and also a guy who hasn't even played a collegiate baseball game yet. He just graduated high school. And Whittle goes down on strikes.
Got him with the fastball. Beat him. David Whittle, a strikeout victim in both of his plate appearances in this postseason.
Finnegan picks up his second strikeout of the ball game, and that'll bring up Jack Brooks. Brooks is 1 for 5 with a couple of walks this postseason. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Brooks is a guy where you know you're going to get a quality at bat out of him. Likes to work deep counts. And that's especially big too in a playoff game, in a playoff where the other team is limited on pitchers and they're throwing a guy who doesn't have much experience as a starter. Finnegan's ahead 0-2.
Brooks had the weird situation last night where he was hit on the hands. The umpires conferenced up and inspected his gloves.
Brooks goes down on strikes, and Finnegan strikes out the side in the second inning. We head to the third. Ball game still tied up at 1. We're back for the top of the third inning as there was a lengthy discussion that went on in between innings. Coach Dave Solis was pretty heated talking to one of the umpires, and we really don't know what happened. We're assuming a player or coach got thrown out, but we don't know who or why. And Brandenburg will face this Riptide lineup for the second time through today. Shane Taylor, the leadoff hitter, leads things off here. And Brandenburg falls behind 2-0. That one's in there for a strike, 2-1. And when we find out what happened, okay, so we got nobody got ejected, but they're not happy about how much the bullpen is chirping. But apparently the bullpen isn't chirping, so that's why Coach Solis got so upset, because he doesn't want them to yell at his bullpen.
It makes sense, because I don't even know what they could be chirping about.
Exactly. That's what we were saying in between innings. Like, we don't know what they'd be so upset about.
That one foul and stay alive.
2-2 on Taylor. That one misses up. Count runs full. No surprise to see that Shane Taylor's had a good weekend so far coming into today. 4 for 11, 4 runs driven in. He's been an Oaks killer this summer. And the 3-2 is fouled back.
That one went over the netting and then hit the wire that holds the netting.
No way.
Yeah, it's weird. See it right there shaking?
Yeah, no way. Counts full on Brandenburg. It's on Taylor, and Brandenburg loses him. Taylor takes the bag. A lot of pitches have been thrown by Brandenburg. 54. That's a 10-pitch at bat there by Taylor that he's able to work a walk in. Brandenburg's pitch count continues to climb. He'll look to get a quick out here. Potentially a double play ball, but very difficult guy to double up and a very difficult guy to retire. And Santino Pinero, who's also having a really good weekend. 5 for 14 coming in today.
Saw the Riptide get shut down on the scoreboard, but they did have a few hits against Alexander Rivas. And then yesterday really exploded against the Blues. 17 runs, I think on 17 or 18 hits as well.
Something like that, yeah. A lot of runs scored in that game overall. Was a, 17-8 final? 1-1 to Pinero, who hits it in foul territory on the left side. Dode on the run, and he can't get there. 1-2 the count. And Coach Solis is now out there to have another conversation. Not sure what this one is about.
Brandenburg is noticeably the body language just saying to himself, hey, I'm trying to.
They're going to have a conversation now. I'm not sure what it's about, honestly.
Yeah, Tommy's not really happy here with all the delays going on. You can really see it the way he's walking, just like, come on, let's go. Let's get this game going. We're already coming up on the hour mark of the ball game, just through 2 so far, and only 2 runs have been scored. And they're telling Dave to come back out again.
What?
We need to get Dave mic'd up.
Yeah. He's not happy. What? I don't know what could have. Maybe. I don't know.
this umpire who's already
Well,
this
we'll
Conejo
send
bullpen
we'll
and
send a message to our
Yeah, just sent a
Oaks
text.
family down there. Ask what was that about?
on the view up the third baseline will end. The umpires will head back to their respective bases and
Whew.
get started once again.
Let's just play some baseball. Let's go.
Well, it's 1-2 on Panero.
In terms of what's being disputed, Whittle had to explain to Panaro and Soto just what was going on.
Santino Panaro back in
That's
the
a
box.
really good breaking ball from Brandenburg and misses inside. 2-2.
Oh wow.
We're not exactly sure
What was it?
specifically.
So what they said is Whittle was communicating with Dode saying, you got room, you got room, you got room. And people on the Riptide were saying, no, you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't.
Oh my! Are you serious?
That's what
Wow.
they're saying.
That's Bush League if they were actually
yeah, you
doing
can't
that.
do that.
Yeah, I understand
Can't
why
do
Dave
that.
was so heated.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No. 2-2 on Panero. Maybe that'll fire up the Oaks. Maybe that can jolt something in their offense, which has been kind of dormant the last couple of games. There's a breaking ball from Brandenburg. That misses up.
So the count's filled up to Santino
We've
Panaro.
established that there is no high strike on that breaking ball. Just got to get on top of it.
It's the first baseman, AJ
Count runs
Zanzaro,
full.
responsible for holding on Shane Taylor at first. Playing basically behind second base is Gavin Grant.
Panera, low strikeout guy.
Third, as that
And
ball's
he
popped up
fouls off
and
another, and
fouled away.
Wonder if we see Taylor in motion right now with the full count. Really good bat-to-ball skills Panero has.
Couple of deep at-bats.
And
Shane Taylor walked on 8
Sammy,
pitches.
there's been 2 batters this inning. Already 18 pitches thrown.
Santino Panaro
This will be the 19th pitch thrown.
They're
between the
grinders.
two.
They're grinders in this lineup.
3 foul balls.
And there goes Taylor. He gets an insane jump, but Brandenburg gets a strikeout on Panero.
Brandenburg picks up strikeout number 5.
Very good.
Very hard guy to strike out, and Brandenburg's able to send Panero down on strikes.
Made Panero look silly too. He did like a full 360 on that swing.
Yeah.
Now that brings up Dom Soto. Struck out looking in inning number 1.
That'll bring up Dom Soto.
Think about the kind of role that he could be on if there weren't all these breaks in play. Manager is probably arguing for something that would benefit him at the end of the day. With all the stoppages, I wonder how he would.
That one misses outside. 1-0.
One hot hitter to another. Panaro hitting 340 this summer. Soto 3 points behind him in 25 games.
You just gotta be louder about
Runs and 8 RBIs. Number 9 is waiting on second base though. Shane Taylor
1-0 the count
stole
to
second.
Soto. Having a good weekend, like a lot of these Riptide hitters, after that 17-run explosion yesterday.
Takes upstairs.
2-0.
2 balls and no strikes.
Nathan Manning waits on deck.
Really having to work this inning.
He's got
15 pitches to
the
2
only
innings.
hit
Soto,
in this,
Taylor walks.
or one of 2 hits in this ball game for the Riptide. The only run scored.
Count's already at 64 through 2 1/3. That's something Coach Solis wants to see. Of course, the winner of this game still has to play.
Brandenburg's
6
2-0, misses high.
3 balls and no strikes.
3-0. It's a very different start from Brandenburg that we're used to seeing. Usually it's a struggle in the first, but then he settles in really this inning in the third, innings 3 through 5. But it was a quick first 1, 2, 3 inning, and then the second inning, and so far this inning, both very long, very good at bats taken by this Riptide lineup.
Inside part of the plate. Strike call from the home plate umpire. 3-1.
It's because this mixer is so
Tournament where you don't have to beat an undefeated team
fucking
twice.
high.
It's a winner takes all state championship. 1 game playoff tonight at 6 p.m.
3-1, the count to Soto, who was a strikeout victim his last time up.
Riptide facing off against the Prune Packers.
Brandenburg comes home,
Soto.
and Soto pops one up on the infield in foul territory. Brandenburg's coming over, Whittle, and it'll drop.
Can't make the catch. David Whittle and Thomas Brandenburg.
Anytime you see a pitcher going for a foul ball like that,
Now Dom Soto
you know it's trouble.
strike 2. The count's filled up.
That one drops in a trio of Oaks.
Certainly, and I'm surprised that as hard as Brandenburg charged
Not sure that Whittle saw that right away.
No, he definitely didn't. He had to work his way around the umpire too. He like turned and then had to avoid the umpire to start breaking towards that. And so It's again just
Tommy
a
noticed
situation.
that right away too. That's why he was busting it, trying to make a play there. Really just tough play. A lot of foul ground here.
Yeah.
So a lot of ground for these players to have to cover.
Another full count, and that one's flied into left field right at Austin Carrillo. Will make the catch for out number 2.
No tag from Taylor. Carrillo lofts it in back to his infield.
A big out there for Brandenburg as the cleanup hitter Manning steps in, who's already picked up a hit today.
Second time today we've seen a player, one from the Oaks, one from the Riptide, get an extra life on a foul ball that they should have been out on. Neither of them able to come through.
It was Raul Sandoval earlier. Reached on the drop pop-up. Brings up Nathan Manning. And he drives that one out to left center. Carrillo is there. And he makes the catch. Tommy Brandenburg is able to get out of the runner on second, Jam. He's thrown 59 pitches through 3, but only 1 run allowed. We head to the bottom of the third. Score locked at 1. Second time through the order for the Oaks today, as Tyler Gannis leads things off in the 3rd inning. We're interlocked in a 1-1 ball game here between the Oaks and the Riptide. Winner goes to the CCL Championship at 6 o'clock tonight against the Hillsburg Prune Packers. Gannis checks the swing. They appeal to first and say that he went. 0-1. Gannis was hit by a pitch to start this ball game for the Oaks, and then came around to score their lone run of the game. Just 1 hit for the Oaks through 2. It was a single by Gavin Grant. Only 3 hits overall, and Gannis shows bunt, pulls back, and a little chess match between him and third baseman Dom Soto.
Yeah, Soto retreated almost all the way to the edge of the infield dirt there.
Yeah, and then Gannis,
Gannis squares.
Yeah. 1-1. Hits Gannis again.
That one hurt.
God, he's been getting hit so much lately.
Yeah, Gannis got plunked in the knee about a week ago, and that one's really been lingering with him. And that one got in the tailbone, and it hurts a lot.
He missed a game after getting hit in the back of the knee.
Yeah, it's still bothering him. And he's actually, with the 2 HBPs today, has passed Jack Brooks for the team lead. That's his 10th and 11th of the summer. Brooks has 10.
Well, he got hit last night too, right?
Yeah.
Ganis?
Yeah.
They didn't update. They don't update it on the website anymore.
No, sorry, he didn't get hit yesterday. I think he might have gotten hit the day before.
But either way, he got hit in a playoff game.
He got hit twice on by the Riptide on Thursday.
Mm.
Batters faced is just 14. I mean, he's creeping up on that, possibly.
Salgado up there now in the same situation he was in the first. Ganis on first, nobody out. He grounded out softly. Swings through that one. Counts even up at 1.
Unable to make contact, nothing in 2.
No, 0-2 judge.
What a guy's made of after he makes a mistake hitting the fastest player.
0-2 the count.
Respond. How does he
Christian Finnegan has
walk it?
done a pretty good job of being efficient. It's at 43 pitches right now, but the Oaks are hoping to drive that up this inning. As a guy who doesn't pitch a lot, and that one's crushed into right field for Salgado. Ganis goes first to third, and the Oaks are in business here. Runners at the corners, nobody out, and Tyler Ganis is pumped up over at third base.
I mean, finally, a barreled baseball for Salgado falls.
Up a hole is,
Finally, some
Laced.
justice for AJ there.
yeah, love to see the exit view on that one.
Got just enough air under that baseball that second baseman wasn't able to make a miraculous play and take another hit away from AJ.
Yeah, off the bat, I thought it was another line out for him, but it was just hit too hard. It just kept rising. It was over the head of the second baseman, Angel. Ball misses to Grant. 1-0.
Some serious smoke going
Yeah.
on right now.
Oh.
I don't know if it's some cigarette smoke or if they're
That's what it smelled.
firing up the pit. I hope they're not firing up the pit because that smoke smells pretty bad right now.
1-1 to Grant. Yeah. He's got Ganis at third, who reached on the hit by pitch, and then Salgado at first. Laced a single to right. That one nearly gets Grant. Ducks out of the way. That one makes sure to bring the bat down with him. Doesn't want to do what Raul Sandoval did. Learning from his teammates.
Gotta get the inhaler ready, Josh. Just
Yeah.
have it out, ready to go.
The cigarette smell, that you always
Brutal.
triggers the asthma.
Brutal.
Yeah. 2-1 to Grant, who chops one to third. Soto goes to first. The run will come in to score, but Grant is retired. And I'm sure the Oaks will take that. A lot of claps in that dugout right now.
Productive out there from Gavin Grant.
And that's exactly what you want.
Yeah, it also helps too because it's not a double play. It's just one out. So now there's another runner in scoring position with only the one out, and still some tough outs to come up in this Oaks lineup. The guy who's been a really tough out as of late. Went 3 or 4 against this team on Thursday. Josiah Chavez steps in now.
We've seen this summer where the Oaks are in situations with 2 men in scoring position or a man in scoring position and nobody out, where they can't even get a productive out and they just go down in order. So good job there by Grant to drive in a run. And now Chavez, who drove in the other run in this ballgame on a chopper to second, is up there in a 1-0 count. We'll see when the Riptide start some action in the pen. Still nobody throwing, but Christian Finnegan hasn't thrown more than 3 innings in a game this summer. There's a backdoor breaking ball on their first strike.
Umpire calls time to clean off the plate. Usually you do that after the run scored, but mid at bat.
Waited a pitch.
Waited 2.
Yeah. 1-1 to Josiah Chavez. That one misses outside. 2-1.
Also could have been a case scenario where Chavez didn't think that was a strike, so he asked him to clean off the plate so he could see it better.
That one was a strike, though.
And Finnegan is now over the 50 pitch mark. That one's outside. 3-1. Still no action in the Riptide pen, but it should be starting soon.
This is where we've seen Josiah Chavez really shine right now, getting in the fastball count, sitting on a fastball in one location and putting a really good swing on the ball, getting a lot of hard contact, hitting the gaps, driving in runs.
And there he swings at a fastball and rolls it foul.
Over to the right side, foul
I think he
line.
took a little bit off that one there. Chavez out in front.
Count runs full, and
Full count to
definitely
Josiah Chavez.
a carefully pitched at bat from Finnegan, with first base being open and just the one out. Looking to
300 hitter on this Oaks team.
retire Chavez, though, as the Oaks leading RBI man Zach Dode waits on deck.
Base in Salgado. Infield is back, outfield straight
Here
away.
comes a payoff pitch to Chavez, and he drives that one into the gap in right center. That'll go to the wall. Ooh. Josiah Chavez cruises into second base, and he has an RBI double.
There we go. Those fastball counts.
Imagine he hits
Chavez
that
coming through
Cali.
again. Cutting through the wind here as well.
Splitting the gap. Really good swing by Chavez, and he got a hold of that baseball and just trades places out there with Salgado.
Second RBI of the ball game for Josiah Chavez as well.
He's just been mashing pitching lately. I thought for sure that double would get some action down in the Riptide bullpen, but they're staying put, letting Finnegan go. And
Limited arms in the Riptide bullpen.
yep. Finnegan goes to the breaking ball to Dode that misses inside.
Talked to a player on the Riptide before the ball game. They say, how you guys feeling today? You know, wishing them good luck, you know, just a lot of sportsmanship. And he just said, man, it's rough. We're about out of arms.
Yeah. And Dode pops one up behind the plate. Zakar couldn't find it at first, but it just stayed up there, and he was able to make the catch. Dode is not happy with himself there. It'll be up to Raul Sandoval now to drive in Chavez with two away.
Strikeout victim in the second. 1 of 3 for Christian Finnegan thus far.
Sandoval struck out in his only at bat today.
So far, Sandoval 282 on the season.
He's having
7 in these playoffs.
pretty solid
Does have that home run.
postseason so far.
That was a 2-run shot.
That one misses up and in.
The Oaks capping off a 6-run
1-0 to Sandoval.
This very team, the Orange County Riptide, they rode that to a nice and easy 8-2 victory. Alex Rivas,
Austin
8 innings,
Carrillo
just 1 earned
waits
run.
on deck.
A solo shot from catcher Jimmy Zakar in the 8th inning.
Really want to see Raul getting a count similar to Chavez where he can get a ball middle end and turn on one.
That time he brings the bat
Atta
down.
babe.
Make sure to do it and exaggerate it. 2-0.
A lot of those today.
And this is the
There you go,
count.
Sammy,
This
yeah.
is the count.
Fast-
Getting into fastball counts, that's really been the key for the Oaks. Saw it yesterday with Guerin pitching. He got ahead just about of every hitter.
Yep.
And he had command of all 3 of his pitches, the fastball, the changeup, and the curve, throwing all of them for strikes.
There for a strike. So Finnegan battles
Sandoval
back, still
takes a
behind the
strike
top,
there. It's 2-1.
Zach, you mentioned the most batters Finnegan
Yeah,
faced
yesterday
is 14.
they started with Guerin, and then they went to AJ Ehrlicher, who was throwing mid-90s heat, and the Oaks just couldn't touch him. 2-1
60th pitch of the
to
day
Sandoval.
already in third.
That's
Misses
below
just
the
low,
knees.
ball behind
3-1.
center fielder.
Got squeezed there, but you have to bounce back. It was a close call. You compose yourself.
That was the 60th pitch of the ball game for Finnegan. So the Oaks have done a great job this inning of making him work.
That last pitch looked like it got a lot of the play, but must have been just low.
Yeah, I was surprised that it was ruled a ball. The 3-1 to Sandoval is a hanging breaking ball that he fouls back,
Is Raul
and the count runs full.
Another long at bat here against Christian Finnegan.
So we went with the breaking ball. He kept it tight
Finnegan's
inside.
got to be nearing, if he hasn't passed it yet, his season high in pitches. That's
61.
61 right now. Yeah.
Josiah Chavez with the
Count
RBI
is
double.
full to Raul
First at bat,
Sandoval.
he's on second base. 2 outs.
Pitch from
Payoff
Finnegan
pitch.
is
Line down the left
lined
field line,
right
but it's
to
caught.
Dom Soto.
Picked out of the air by Dom Soto.
Good swing by Sandoval to turn on
Soto
a fastball, but it's right at the third baseman Soto. And we're gonna head to the middle third of this ball game, and Sammy will take over and bring you the 4th inning after this break.
We're back, top of the fourth, taking over this middle third of this ball game is myself, Sammy Holiday, taking over for Josh. Josh got us through the first third of the ball game in a good spot. Oaks ahead 3-1. Tommy Brandenburg back on the mound for his fourth inning of work. It'll be Blake Penso greeting him to start this inning. First pitch from Brandenburg is on the outside corner for strike one.
Welcome back to Sinseimer Park, everybody. Zach McGream and Anthony Vasquez
Brandenburg
here for the
needed
second game of this postseason
59 pitches
tournament.
to get through the first 3 innings, so he'll look to be more efficient in this one.
The Oaks fought back.
Try 70, Josh.
I'm sorry, 69 pitches, yeah. Now 70, yeah.
Thomas Brandenburg right back out there to face Blake Penzo, and he's immediately ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. There's the 0-2. He checked
Got him.
his swing,
Oh, yeah.
but it's a called strike 3
Strike
anyway.
3 on the outside corner for Penso.
Afternoon, good night.
Brandenburg
Penzo strikes out looking
making
for the
quick
second
work
time
of
today.
Penso, and that's really what he needed
Penalty strikeout
with
number
already
5.
7 pitches this ball game. Need a quick inning for Tommy right here so he can be able to go out there for the 5th. Now bring up Isaiah Morales, who has been a big bright spot in this Riptide order. He's 1 for 1 today, 7 for 11 this tournament. First pitch from Brandenburg. This is just low.
Brandenburg. All right, Zach, you mentioned that. Shane Taylor, 8 pitches.
And Morales was picked up by the Riptide to play defense and replace Chase Valentine at shortstop, but he's been really good offensively this tournament and finds himself in the DH role.
Brandenburg runs one in on his hands, and Morales fouls it off.
Isaiah, the RBI single for his last at bat.
Good pitch.
Breaking ball from Brandenburg in there for strike 2.
Beg your pardon. They ruled an error on Tyler Gannis in right field. It was a single to right.
The 1-2 from Brandenburg rolled over to first. AJ Salgado is there. He'll take it himself for the second out of the inning. Brandenburg gets 2 quick outs to begin the 4th.
That's 2 quick outs, and that's the 2 quickest outs he's gotten. Even in the 1-2-3 first inning, it was a couple long at-bats, and he still threw 19 pitches, but 2 outs on 7 pitches right now for Tommy to begin the 4th.
So far, 6 strikeouts for
Brandenburg misses low to the second baseman, Anthony Angel Jr.
run and just 2 walks.
The 1-0.
Retired the last 5 hitters.
Flown into right field. Tyler Gannis in there, and the quickest inning of the ball game for Tommy Brandenburg, only throwing 9 pitches to get out of that inning, and that's what we call a shutdown inning there. The Oaks put up 2, and Tommy Brandenburg gets his offense, who's starting to heat up a little bit, right back up into the box. The end of 3.5. Oaks leading 3-1. We're back. Oaks offense looking to build upon that 2-run third. It'll be Austin Carrillo leading off. He was hit by a pitch right on his right hand last time. It's still Finnegan on the mound for the Riptide. 62 pitches through 3, and it looks like the Riptide will be riding Finnegan until the wheels fall off. First pitch to Austin Carrillo is upstairs for ball one.
There's no high strike zone whatsoever.
Been watching a little bit of an interesting development. Coach Solis is, for the last inning and a half,
Yeah, I
been
noticed
down
that
on the
too.
far end of the dugout. And Coach Joey is down on the front end of the dugout.
Carrillo had 2-0. I think the reason for that is because saw Coach Dave get into that long discussion. They're saying that the bullpen was chirping, so he wants to be as close to the bullpen as he can get to make sure that his guys aren't getting out of hand. Carrillo's ahead 3-0. Finnegan looking like this could be the end of the line. We're seeing somebody starting to stretch in the Riptide dugout. Bullpen, I'm sorry.
Still nobody tossing, though.
And it's a 4-pitch walk to begin the bottom of the fourth for the Oaks. Carrillo reaches base safely in both of his plate appearances today. We'll bring up David Whittle. Whittle struck out. Back in the second.
Whittle's done a really nice job behind the plate today, blocking a lot of baseballs, and
Whittle shows bunt. It's popped up. It'll go foul.
I feel like the Oaks have had a lot of trouble this summer on sacrifice bunts. They've done a good job of bunting for hits. We've seen Gannis, Grant, Brooks, Carrillo all do that, but in sacrifice situations, they've had some trouble getting them down.
That'll prompt the third baseman, Dom Soto, to come in on the grass. 0-1 to Whittle, and that gets his helmet.
Fourth guy.
Whittle able to duck out of that one, but it literally took his helmet off. Oaks will have 2 men on to start the inning. It'll prompt Coach Dave to check on Whittle and trainer Yosh as well, asking if Whittle's okay. Obviously a scary situation for a guy getting hit in the head.
It
Looks like Whittle's okay.
There's finally action down in the Riptide
And we'll
bullpen.
finally see a mound visit from the Riptide. Haven't got this coach's name, but he's absolute monster of a human being.
Is that Evan Vasilou throwing? It might be.
Our
Southpaw.
roster's
Southpaw
underneath
up.
Sammy's chair right now, so I can't see it.
He's the only player.
Left side.
Southpaw in the bullpen for the Riptide.
I think I saw 3 first. I didn't see the second number. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's Evan Vasilou. I recognize the windup. He's a lefty. And I'm pretty sure.
Home plate umpire going up to break up this conference.
Yeah. It's a long one.
Certainly a long one. Definitely giving Vasilou time to warm up down in the pen. Jack Brooks up.
He's going to bunt.
The best sacrifice bunt we've seen was Jack Brooks. It was so good that it ended up being a hit. And the Riptide are thinking the same way as Josh, playing defense set up for a bunt. Soto well in on the grass. Penso in as well in front of the runner Whittle at first. Brooks shows bunt and bunts it foul.
Brooks wished he pulled that one back right after.
That ball was well outside. Brooks had to stab at that ball.
Still up on the grass. Or the infielder, or the corner infielder.
0-1 to Brooks. He shows bunt again. He gets it down. It's a good one. Right to Finnegan. He'll go over to first, and Jack Brooks gets the job done. A sacrifice bunt will move Austin Carrillo to third and David Whittle to second. 2 runners in scoring position for Tyler Gannis. Gannis, no official at-bats today. 2 hit by pitches and 2 runs scored for the Oaks right fielder.
And right now he doesn't need
The infield
a
has
hit
to come
even,
in.
just
1 out, runners on second.
do a job. Right now it looks like they're going to go infield back, so ground ball.
Corners staying in.
Deficit is enough.
Middle stays back, so it's ground ball or a fly ball here. Carrillo's got good speed on third.
Pitch to Ganis.
First pitch to Ganis misses way upstairs for ball 1.
And even with the corners in, I'm assuming the Oaks are in the ground ball rule here, so the second Carrillo sees downward angle, he's going to be going.
Picking and choosing. He's very picky at the plate.
Finnegan's already hit 4 guys. He's behind on Tyler Ganis.
1-0 from Finnegan. Breaking ball in there.
Drops out of the sky. It's
1-1.
That was a sharp one.
It was a really good pitch. Ganis ducked out of the way of that one, and it wound up in the strike zone.
Right here is the situation you want if you're Tyler Ganis. 2 runs in scoring position. Already a 2-run lead for the Oaks, but trying to keep the foot on the gas here. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Strike 2.
Finnegan doubled up with the breaking ball, and he got Tyler Ganis flailing at it.
Really good pitch. Ganis just isn't seeing that well today.
Ganis not expecting 2 breaking balls in a row from Finnegan. Finnegan threw a breaking ball in the dirt on that 1-1 count. Got Ganis way out in front.
You would not be expecting the guy who's struggling with his command to.
I would not be surprised if they threw it a third time. He just hasn't been seeing that pitch that well today.
1-2.
Swung on and missed.
Fought off
Fouls off. The glove of
Tried
by
it.
Tyler Ganis.
It tried it again, but this time it just stayed up. And Ganis was able to get a piece of it, stay alive. And Zakar is going to go out to the mound and give the home plate umpire some time.
Hasn't gone much to yet. Hit as he was beaten by
Vassalou in the Riptide bullpen trying to get loose as quickly as he can.
walked 1. He's given
There are
up
2
3
runners in scoring position for Tyler Ganis. It is a 1-2 count, 1 out in the inning. It's a 3-1 ball game in favor of the Oaks.
chance to really break things open and make the
Finnegan
Riptide
set at the
climb.
mound,
Fire
comes
hill,
home, 1-2.
1-2.
Fought off again by Ganis, and it's going to land in fair territory, and it'll go foul. Smart play from Finnegan. That ball, Ganis put a really late swing on it and was just able to fight it off. Landed in fair territory. And right there, when you see the pitcher Finnegan come up to field the ball, good job of him of staying calm and seeing that that ball was spinning backwards into foul territory and just lets it go foul. And we'll do it again, 1-2.
That was one of the most impressive foul balls I've ever seen because he actually ducked out of the way of the breaking ball, then realized it was a breaking ball, and while ducking, still just stuck his bat out and made contact with that to stay alive.
Another 1-2 to Tyler Ganis. Finnegan comes home.
I hit him.
Inside, nearly hit Ganis again. That would have been the 3rd time today he got hit by a pitch. Ganis steps out of the box.
He wanted that to hit him. I think he's annoyed that it didn't get him. He tried to let it hit him.
It is a 2-2 count now. Ganis back in the box. He's ready to go. Finnegan set at the bump. The 2-2. Fouled off.
This will most likely be the last batter for Christian Finnegan. They got the lefty Salgado on deck with the lefty Vassalou up in the pen. And even when he's fooling hitters like Ganis was still able to get a piece of it. Just doesn't have the same sharp movement that he's had on a breaking ball.
Finnegan coming up on the end of the line. 77 pitches for Finnegan, in which we assume is a season high for him. 2-2 to Tyler Ganis. Inside, nearly clips him again, and the count runs full.
How are these pitches not hitting him?
I've never seen somebody who wants to get hit by a pitch as much as Tyler Ganis does.
Yeah, he tries to get hit. And this has got to be pitch number 9 maybe of the at-bat.
That was the 8th pitch. This will be number 9, Josh. Right on it. The payoff pitch. Popped foul. It'll get out of play. Coming right for us. We had a ball game going on right next door on the Little League field. Like a 10U is what we're guessing. A little tournament going on maybe. Kids now in the park getting some snow cones. Trying to take some foul balls home. This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat to Tyler Ganis. And he swings and misses.
Chase the breaking
goes down
ball.
on strikes.
Door one on the inside.
Finnegan gets a
Again,
huge
strikeout
out
victim for the
there
first time today.
on his 79th pitch of his outing. Looks like Vasilou is ready,
Now it brings up the
and we'll see if the Riptide go get him. And yep, they are.
is Tim Brown. They have a
Coach
left-handed
Tim Brown
arm
coming
for
out
bullpen,
to
and it
get
should be it.
Finnegan.
Christian Finnegan.
Finnegan, in what was by far his longest outing of the summer, goes 3 2/3. He is still responsible for Whittle and Carrillo on second and third. When we come back, it'll be AJ Salgado versus Vasilou.
Firestone Walker Brewery.
It's 3 hits.
Evan
And they should have
Vasilou
one
on the
error, too.
mound now for the Riptide. Vasilou, a pretty solid summer, 32 innings pitched, 3.38 ERA.
How about Christian Finnegan? Labor
Does give up a lot of base runners, though. 30 hits and 14 walks given up. A
Whoa.
lot of strikeouts as well, though. 35 strikeouts through 32. So he's familiar with pitching with traffic on the bases, and that's exactly the situation he's in now. The first pitch to AJ Salgado misses upstairs for ball 1.
Sammy, those you said 32 innings. How many how many outings?
He has appeared in 8 ball games, 6 of them started.
Okay, I thought he
He's
was a
behind Salgado, 2-0.
I definitely thought the first pitch was up. I was going to be called a strike just because AJ was hitting. The way the umpire started the motion up, I was ready for a strike signal right there.
I thought it was a strike anyway, to be honest.
Healthy whip of 1.3, one of the top starting pitchers.
Vasilou comes home with the 2-0. It's in there for strike 1.
I spoke too soon.
That one was higher, I feel. I thought the first one was a strike, but that one was a ball. But either way, this should be 2-1, so.
2-1 to Salgado. Breaking ball misses well upstairs. 3-1 now.
Pitched on June 15th against the Oaks. Vasilou.
First base is open. Gavin Grant is on deck.
5 hits, 1 walk.
But you really want to take care of this lefty-lefty matchup. If you're Vasilou, Salgado
Beat it.
pokes it to the left side, beats it out for an infield single. Not a very hard hit baseball there, and with the third baseman Soto playing in, that high chopper got over his head. It was up to Taylor. Taylor had to make a backhanded play to get to that ball, and with Salgado's speed, he was able to beat it out easily. It's 4-1 in favor of the Oaks.
How about that? 2 infield single RBIs for Salgado in the same weekend in a span of 3 days. And little bit of frustration I saw from Carrillo there as he crossed the plate as he was helping Whittle. Might have been able to score there too.
First pitch to Gavin Grant is popped up into center field. Panero is there. He is under it and makes the play for out number 3. The Oaks tack one more on. They are ahead by 3 at the end of 4. It is 4-1 in favor of the Oaks. Tommy Brandenburg coming out for the 5th. We'll be back. We're back, top 5. Oaks ahead, 4-1. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Oaks, 1 run on 2 hits, and 1 error for the Riptide. Tommy Brandenburg back on the bump for his 5th inning of work. He'll face the catcher, Jimmy Zakar. So 1-0 count. Brandenburg out of the windup. The 1-0 misses low. 2-0 now to Zakar. Tommy Brandenburg has crossed the 80 pitch plateau. Last inning really helped out the pitch count for Tommy as he gets a strike. 2-1 now. 9 pitch inning last time, by far his lowest of his outing this afternoon. 2-1 now to Zakar. The pitch swung on and missed. Zakar, a late addition to this Riptide roster. Wouldn't expect him to get a lot of playing time with Mez and Penso on the roster, but he's playing now. Don't know why Mez isn't in the lineup. Might have a injury. We're not sure. Count runs full on Zakar. And also with the first baseman Filia getting picked up for the Riptide. Penso has to go play first. A chopper. Gavin Grant is there. Zakar not really busting it out of the box.
That doesn't look good.
That's cannot, and he's a little gimpy as well. That is not a good sign for the Riptide.
Oh no.
Really do not like to see that there. Zakar should certainly shaken up, and we don't know how many guys they have left in this Riptide dugout. Zakar, we'll see if he comes back out to try and tough it out.
Catchers are tough, man. They'll try to tough it out.
Really hate to see that. It'll be Gavin Heimovitz up now.
And
takes a first pitch ball.
Overshadowed, I know we were looking at Zakar, but Gavin Grant is just so smooth at shortstop. He made that play look so easy, and it's such a difficult play.
Heimovitz comes up empty on that swing. It's 1-1.
The head coach, Tim Brown, right now is having a conversation in the dugout with Zakar. Find out what's going on.
home run. 4
The
RBIs.
1-1
Heimovitz swings and
swung on a
misses
miss.
to fall
1 and
behind
2.
1 and 2.
There's someone down there who's fully in catcher's gear in the dugout. Not sure who it is.
Could be Mez, but we haven't seen him. It'd be surprising.
Brandenburg's 1-2 misses in the dirt. 2 and 2.
Heimovitz to flinch. Didn't go.
It'd be surprising if it was Mez because he would have been starting this game. So I don't know who it could be. But Zakar's not getting his gear on right now. He's just getting checked out by the trainer.
Brandenburg's 2-2 just outside, and the count runs full with the top of the lineup looming for the Riptide.
I don't know if it's just like to stay loose down there, but Miles Rothfarb is very aggressively stretching the bands down there.
Breaking ball in there for strike 3, a called third strike for Gavin Heimovitz. Brandenburg 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th with Shane Taylor coming up. 89 pitches for Tommy Brandenburg. That was the 90th pitch.
Well, nobody up in the Oaks pen, but this will most likely be it for Tommy.
First pitch to Taylor. Breaking ball stays low.
Pitch misses low, ball 1 to Shane Taylor. Walked in the 3rd inning.
Taylor 0 for 1 with a walk today.
In the 1st to start out the ball game.
The 1-0 from Tommy.
2-0.
Misses inside 2-0.
As the car's going to be done, I just watched him get ice taped around his knee. Waiting to see a number of whomever has the catcher's gear on in the dugout.
That ball bounces well in front of the plate. 3-0. Brandenburg taking some time off the mound.
Last one was Isaiah Morales all the way back with 1
Brandenburg, he's got to be running out of gas here. 93 pitches for Tommy.
Cody Carson lightly stretching with the bands down in the bullpen for the Oaks right now.
3-0 to Shane Taylor.
Strike.
Brandenburg grooves in a fastball on the outside corner. Just missed according to the home plate umpire. And that'll be the second walk of the ball game for Shane Taylor to bring up the center fielder Santino Pinero with 2 out.
They're going to tell Cody Carson to start going and start throwing because this will be it for Tommy. And we talked about it, we just wanted 5 from Brandenburg, and if he's able to get through this 5th, heck of a start.
To be careful with Pinara though. 28 games with the Riptide.
Don't think we've seen anyone cross the 100 pitch plateau this summer.
Over 2 today, which means he's due.
First pitch to Pinero is chopped foul. Brandenburg currently sitting at 95 pitches. And with the type of at-bats that Pinero usually has, goes more than 5 pitches a lot. Brandenburg could be the first man this summer to reach 100 pitches. 0-1 to Pinero. Chopper over to Dode. Dode goes over to first to retire the side. And Tommy Brandenburg, what an outing. 5 innings, only 1 run allowed. Exactly what the Oaks needed at the end of 4.5. We're halfway home here. 4-1 Oaks. We'll be back.
Good for you, Tommy.
Vasilou still out there for the Riptide. Zakar was removed from the ball game. There's a new catcher out there for the Riptide. We don't have confirmation on who it is just yet. Chavez swings on the 1-0 pitch to Vasilou. He'll go over to first for out number 1.
Bottom of the fourth. Flips on over to Blake Penzo for out number 1.
Never an easy play. A little easier
Quick,
for the left-hander.
quick out there for Vasilou. 2-pitch out to start the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Zach Dode now.
Vasilou has actually pitched against the Oaks before this summer. He went 5 innings of unearned runs, five shutout innings, 1 unearned run, and still got the loss.
Zach Dode goes after the first pitch, and it's right down the right field line for a base hit.
First pitch swinging for the third baseman.
Dode picks up his first hit of the ball game, and it'll bring up Raul Sandoval.
Back-to-back batters to start the inning that swing at the first pitch. Trying to be aggressive against Vasilou, and this time it pays off for Dode.
Out to the shortstop, Gavin Grant, in the top of the 5th. He has since been removed from the ball game.
Sandoval 0 for 2 today.
Walked back to the first base dugout hobbling. So he's being replaced by Gavin Menz, the original starter.
Line drive, base hit
Left field for a base hit.
for Raul Sandoval, sharply hit. And the Oaks in business, 2 on, 1 out with Austin Carrillo coming up.
That's now 3 batters, 3 first pitch swings this inning for the Oaks.
Chavez took the first pitch ball and rolled over
I
on the
missed that.
second pitch.
I must have missed that pitch then.
Had your head down, Josh. I got you.
Got Josiah Chavez to lead off the bottom of the 5th, bouncing out to Vasilou.
Either way, enticing pitches from Vasilou so far. Carrillo still looking to get his first official at-bat of the ballgame. A walk and a hit by pitch today. Takes a first pitch ball.
Carrillo was hit by a pitch in the 2nd and walked in the 4th.
Carrillo came around to score back in the 3rd.
The RBI ground out from AJ Salgado in the 4th.
Wind's howling right now.
By 3.
Vasilou's 1-0. Misses upstairs for ball 2.
So the day now officially over.
4-1 ball game
3 2/3,
in favor of the Oaks. Really in a good spot here to put this game away. 2-0 count to Austin Carrillo. Vasilou comes home, misses upstairs, 3-0.
Already, even though Vasilou just started, there's action down in the Riptide bullpen, so he must have just pitched in one of their playoff games.
It's Miles Rothbard. Very curious, though, who's warming him up down there, though. I don't got a catcher to warm him up right now.
That's a good point.
3-0 to Carrillo. Taking all the way, and it's another 4-pitch walk for Austin Carrillo. That'll load up the bases for David Whittle.
Well, I looked away because I figured it was a strike. I didn't realize that was a real ball 4.
Carrillo, at this point in time, 0 for 0.
So Santino Pinero in center field went down to the ground, really wanted that strike call, but now the bases are loaded for David Whittle. The first pitch misses low.
You know what?
5 straight balls from Vasilou.
You know who's probably warming up the pitchers in the bullpen right now? Matthew Maloney.
Possibly Maloney, a converted catcher. Vasilou misses badly again. That's 6 straight balls from Vasilou after the back-to-back hits by Dode and Sandoval. And right now, if you're David Whittle, no need to take that bat off your shoulders. Make this guy prove to you that he can throw a strike. The 2-0, taking all the way, and misses badly again. 3-0. Nowhere to put David Whittle. Got to be concerning here if you're the Riptide. Backs against the wall, bases loaded. In the bottom of the 5th, you're already down 3. Vasilou can't seem to find the strike zone. The 3-0 from Vasilou misses inside, and it's an RBI walk for David Whittle. The Oaks tack on another. It's 5-1, and they're still not done yet. They'll wait till David Whittle steps on first before the mound visit officially begins. Pitching coach for the Riptide comes out. 8 straight balls from Vasilou. Oaks looking to put this ball game away. Mound visit is over. Jack Brooks steps into the box. We'll see how the Riptide play the infield right now. Looks like the middle infield is going to play a double play depth. Corners are in.
Big hole on the right
Vasalu's
side.
first pitch to Jack Brooks just misses there. Man, that's brutal there if you're Vasalu. Nine straight balls now, and that one looked close enough to call a strike. The 1-0 to Brooks.
There you go.
That one right down the middle. He gets the call there. 1-1 now.
With the corner infielders both playing in, that opens up a pretty big hole on the right side of the infield for Brooks. If he just shoots one through there, rolls over on a hard hit ball, it'll score 2.
1-1 to Brooks. Breaking ball stays inside. Ahead of the count now, 2-1. Jack Brooks looking to come up big for the Oaks. 0 for 1 today with a sacrifice bunt.
3 balls and 1 strike.
Good block by the newly entered catcher.
The edge of the right-hander's batter's box.
We can't assume who it is. We think it's Gavin Mez.
Really in danger of getting out of hand now. Obviously,
2-1 now.
and that would be quite the Houdini act.
3-1.
No, that was 3-1, and Brooks walks again. 3 consecutive walks for Vasalu, and that'll be it for him. Unable to put in a full inning of work. Vasalu 2 earned runs this inning, and he's still responsible for all 3 base runners. Right now, we'll see a pitching change, and we'll come back once we're ready to go. Oaks ahead, 6-1.
Right after this, 6-1.
Miles Rothfarb is the newly entered man for the Riptide. Vasalu unable to get out of the 5th. Tyler Gannis up with the bases loaded. The first pitch misses high for ball 1. And we've mentioned a few times that this Riptide team is really taxed. Vasalu pitched in their first playoff game against the Crawdads, and Rothfarb did as well.
It looks like Rothfarb went 1 shutout inning with a couple of walks. Was able to get out of some trouble.
1-1 now to Tyler Gannis. Rothfarb comes home. A breaking ball stays up. 2-1 count.
Oaks have a really big opportunity right now to break this ball game open. They've already picked up 2 this inning to extend the lead to 5, but an opportunity for a lot more.
2-1, a chopper over to Blake Penso. They're going to call it a foul ball.
They tossed home. It would have been an out, but instead it's a strike 2.
Penso would have gotten Carrillo at home for the second out of the inning, but first base umpire rules it foul. It's a 2-2 count now for Tyler Gannis. He has a second chance to drive home a run. 6-1 here. Riptide with their backs against it here. They need this out right here if they want to have any chance of coming back here. The Oaks have a lot of arms available in the bullpen, a lot of good arms. Cody Carson, Jackson Jordan, Lucian Wetchberg. Of course, we haven't seen Andrew Lucas this tournament. 2-2 to Gannis. Grounded over to Taylor at short. Taylor has no chance at 2, and he just gets the sure out at first to Penso. Tyler Gannis, an RBI ground out. 7-1 Oaks.
Productive at bat for Tyler there. I'm sure he would like to pick up a hit, but I know he'll settle for the RBI. Extend the lead out to 7-1.
Gannis didn't hit that ball very hard, but with his speed, no shot for Taylor at the double play there. It'll bring up A.J. Salgado with 2 runners in scoring position. Salgado ripped one into the gap last time up. Takes a first pitch breaking ball in there for strike.
Salgado an RBI ground out. Shortstop Shane Taylor in his last at bat, which was the 4th. Second plate appearance in as many innings. Runners on second and third, both the responsibility of Evan Vassalou, who was just taken out of the game.
1-0 to Salgado. Breaking ball misses inside.
This time it misses.
Salgado also reached on an infield single that drove home a run. The 1-1 inside 2-1.
2-1 now to A.J. Salgado.
6-run ball game now. The Oaks firmly in control of this ball game. Salgado, the UCLA commit. 2-1. On his hands and fouls it off. 2-2.
The new righty out there for the Riptide, the 3rd hurler used.
That run scored will go to Vassalou's score line, and he's still responsible for the other 2 runners on at second and third. The 2-2 to A.J. Salgado on the outside corner, just misses outside. We've seen A.J. get rung up on that ball all summer long. He finally gets the call. We'll see what he can do. 3-2 pitch from Rothfarb. Salgado hits it into the Oaks bullpen, and we'll do it again.
It's a good pitch there. And I thought Salgado was going to go down looking again. Really well-located fastball, but he just sticks out the hands and slaps it foul. Doing the best he can at that pitch.
Another payoff pitch from Rothfarb, and it misses up. Ball 4. That'll extend the inning for Gavin Grant. Another bases loaded situation.
Gavin's 1 for 3, singled in the first inning. An RBI ground out.
Grant 1 for 3 today, singled in the first. Last night, he was the first man for the Oaks to pick up a hit other than Tyler Gannis with a RBI double in the 9th. First pitch to Grant. In there, strike 1.
Grant thrives in these situations. And 2 men in scoring position, bases loaded. I look to drive him in.
Breaking ball from Rothfarb misses upstairs. 1-1 now. Oaks have scored in 3 consecutive innings. 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and 3 here in the 5th.
What a
The
block.
1-1 is smothered by Mez. 2-1.
Tyler Gannis had the RBI ground out to the shortstop Shane Taylor for out number 2. A.J. Salgado just walked, and now
Grant looking for his 3rd hit of the tournament. He's ahead of the count, 2-1. Rothfarb set. and deals. In the dirt again.
That pitch misses
3-1.
second consecutive
Nowhere to
time.
put Gavin Grant. And a dangerous pitch coming up here if you're Rothfarb.
You have to assume the runners
Grant
are
always
going.
puts a good swing on the ball when he's ahead in the count.
Second, Salgado
And you
on
got to
the
come
first.
it to
3-1.
him right here. The 3-1.
What
A
a
great
spot.
pitch right on the outside corner. The count runs full. That'll give everyone a head start, so a ball in the gap could clear the bases and really put the nail in the coffin. The payoff pitch.
Sends
Grant
this one to the right
shoots
side.
it the other
Anthony
way.
Angel
Angel
Jr.
is there.
corrals it, drops
Can't
it,
field it cleanly, and
big
Grant
play.
reaches. 2 runs will score.
Wheels are falling off of the Orange County Riptide. A two-run
And
error
the
for
ceiling is
Anthony
starting to
Angel Jr.
cave in on the Riptide. It is now a 9-1 ball game. Oaks firmly in control here. We saw it in the first matchup of the tournament when the Oaks took advantage of every mistake that the Riptide make. It is 9-1 now, and the hottest hitter for the Oaks is up, Josiah Chavez.
Really good job there by Gavin to just put his head down and run right off the bat no matter what. And take the hard 90. And also, another really good pitch by Rothtraub is he painted the outside corner on back-to-back pitches, 3-1 and 3-2. Nothing Grant could do with that pitch except for hit it to second.
1-1.
Every run after this will now be unearned.
Both those runs
Both
were
runs would have been charged to Vaslu, but Dole goes down as unearned as well. Chavez already an RBI double in this ball game, along with an RBI ground out. He rolls over foul. Behind in the count, 1-2. Rothfarb, 18 pitches already. Grant's in motion, and Chavez swings and misses to end the inning. Mercifully for the Riptide, but not before the Oaks put up 5 here in the bottom of the 5th. They are firmly ahead, 9-1. We will see who's coming out on the mound. When we do, we will let you know. It looks like it's going to be Cody Carson. We'll see how long Carson can go. He's got an 8-run cushion to work with, and we'll be back.
this one, and Zach, it looks like the wheels have fallen off.
Top of the
Riptide. Looks
sixth.
like you could attribute that to the pitching.
Oaks ahead 9-1. Dom Soto leading off. Cody Carson, newly entered into this ball game.
Team that scored 17 runs yesterday, so they're capable of getting hot, but at the same time, even the position
Carson comes home. First pitch. It's fouled back. Coming our way. Goes just over the press box here. Austin, we got a final line on Tommy Brandenburg.
Yeah, it's an excellent outing for Tommy Brandenburg. 5 innings. 1 run comes across, but it's going to be unearned because of the error in right by Gannis that allowed the runner to score. Only 2 hits, only 3 walks. And again, a guy who doesn't strike out a lot of batters does it again today. We saw 9 strikeouts from Michael Allen Stanford last night, 7 strikeouts from Tommy Brandenburg this afternoon.
Carson's ahead of Soto 0-2. Soto's also 0 for 2 today. Carson comes home. It's popped up right to Tyler Gannis. He's there, makes the play. 3 pitches, 1 out for Cody Carson.
For Carson, probably just hoping for like a couple innings from him. And, you know, they were warming him up in the situation where it was a 3 or 4 run ball game, not
It was a 4-1 ball game when Carson was warming up, and the Oaks explode for 5 runs in the 5th, giving Carson a healthy cushion here. Manning first pitch swinging right to Tyler Gannis. Gannis comes in diving but unable to field it. Squirts out of the glove, and it's a single for Nathan Manning.
really good swing there by Manning. Aggressive, going after the first pitch and lacing it into right field. Good effort by Gannis out there.
It's a great effort by Gannis. Your team's up 8 runs. No need to play hero to make that play, but doesn't care. He's been hit by 2 pitches today. Why not inflict some more pain on him?
Check over at Manning at first. Blake Penso now up. Second hit of the ball game for Manning. Carson comes home with the first pitch. It's popped up on the right side. Gannis coming in. He's not going to get there, and it'll land foul.
Oaks are lucky that one landed in foul territory.
Gannis shaded over more towards right center. He had a long way to run. Jack Brooks busting it towards the line as well, but he really had no chance of making that play. Best case scenario happened for the Oaks as the ball landed foul. 0-1 now to Penso. Penso 0 for 2 today. Has 4 hits in the tournament. Carson comes home. Just misses. 1-1.
Orange County Riptide, 2017 CCL champions.
Oaks able to take a deep breath. They are ahead by 8 runs here. 1-1 to Penso.
Good pitch.
Swings and misses. Strike 2.
We've heard that Coach Scott Radinsky is a really big fan of Cody Carson out of the bullpen.
And how can you not be?
Yeah.
Really good stuff from Carson. 1-2 to Penso. Fouled back out of play. To the right of the porta potties here. Young man in a Freddie Freeman jersey comes up with that ball, wearing a Dodgers t-shirt. Freddie Freeman on the back. Ooh. Check over again at Manning. It gets away from Salgado. A wild throw. It'll be an error on Carson, and Manning will cruise into second base. An RBI opportunity now for Blake Penso.
Did you guys see that athleticism by the first base umpire? Jumping out of the way of that?
Yeah.
Impressive. That was also going to be a really close play if it was a good throw.
Nothing to worry about if you're Carson. Take control of what you can now. Still ahead of the count to Penso.
Carson set at the chest.
The 1-2.
Slide step. Breaking ball misses outside.
And the breaking ball misses away. 2-2. On deck for the Riptide is Morales. Morales has been the best hitter of the tournament for the Riptide. 2-2 to Penso. Carson comes home and foul tipped by Penso.
Nobody reacted.
Very
Saw
delayed
Penso
foul ball call.
swing, thought it was maybe a swing and a miss, but the way that ball bounced off a Whittle,
Yeah, that would have been weird if it
just a late call by the home plate umpire. And we'll do it again, 2-2.
For the righty, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts.
This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat to Penso. Another 2-2. Rolled over to Gavin Grant. He fields it cleanly. A strong throw in the dirt. Salgado, not a lot of experience at first, unable to pick it. There'll be another error this inning for the Oaks. Run scored is now 9-2. Grant fielded it cleanly. Made a hard throw, but it was in the dirt. Ate up Salgado. Salgado has played all summer at third. Hasn't really played a lot of first, but was decided to get moved over there for the playoffs, with the Oaks not having a traditional first baseman on the roster. We've seen about 5 or 6 first basemen play for the Oaks this summer.
Yeah, it's been a lot of different variations over there, and definitely a ball that AJ wants back. Of course, that error goes down for Grant. It was a low throw, but definitely very catchable.
1-1 now to Morales. Carson gets the strike call. 1-2 now.
Carson lucky there. Whittle set up for an outside fastball, and Carson kind of left that one over the middle, but luckily for him, Morales didn't offer at it.
1-2 count to Morales. Driven up the middle, a base hit. Sandoval cuts it off. Penso stays put at second. First and second now for the Riptide.
That was a breaking ball from Carson that stayed up a bit, just too much, and Isaiah Morales is probably leading this tournament in hits.
8 for 13.
Wow. Probably is the most hits of anyone in this weekend. They've also played more games, so definitely more hits than anybody.
8 for 13 is a batting average over 600. And it'll bring up Anthony Angel. Angel has 2 men on. That ball misses low, 1-0.
9-2 your score. Riptide just got their
9-2 Oaks still. Riptide get on the board here in the 6th.
2 singles and that E6.
1-0. Rolled over to third. Dode will try to go around the horn. Brooks for 1. Salgado for 2. A double play. So an unearned run for Cody Carson. The Riptide tack on 1, but the Oaks still ahead by 7. 9-2 will come back for the bottom of the 6th. Oaks trying to keep the bats hot. Bottom 6. Oaks ahead. 7-2. Zach Dode at the plate, leading off the bottom of the 6th. He started that double play around the horn to end the 6th.
And that play right there is an example of why you think of what you're going to do with the baseball before the play happens, because there were so many different decisions that Zach could have made there. But he knew that if a ball was hit to his left or right at him, he was going to go around the horn, and he did just that for the double play.
He's ahead of the count, 0-2. Rothfarb still on the mound for the Riptide. Dode stepped out of the box. The umpire asking him nicely to get back in. Rothfarb ready. The 2-0's in there for strike 1.
Miles Rothfarb back out there again, delivers a strike.
Rothfarb gets a chance to pitch with a clean slate now. 7-run deficit. No one on. He gets to work from the very beginning.
Already 25 pitches on the day for Rothfarb. Took him 22 to get out of the 5th.
Going 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned, 3 walks, no strikeouts.
Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 2. Looked a little wide.
Break to it.
Looked a little wide there. Dode didn't agree with the call. It's 2-2. And the pitch. Check swing foul.
Dode pokes at that one, sends it back to the screen to stay alive.
Zach not happy with himself for check swing there, but
6 hits, 3 errors for the
2
Oaks,
strikes
runs,
on
4 hits,
a
and
good
that 1
located
2-run
pitch.
error.
Did a good job of just staying
For
alive.
the Riptide.
Rothfarb comes home with the 2-2. It's in the dirt,
Misses in the dirt.
and the count runs full. Zach 1 for 3 today. Been the RBI leader for the Oaks. Only 1 RBI in the tournament on the sacrifice fly last night. A comebacker right to Rothfarb. Fields it cleanly, throws over to Penso to retire Dode. Leadoff man down for the Oaks. Rothfarb just sticking the glove out there. Makes the play. Makes a nice underhanded toss to Penso to complete the out. And now he'll bring up Raul Sandoval. Sandoval 1 for 3 today. Ripped a base hit in the 5-6 hole last inning. Came around to score as well. The 1-0 is cut on and missed. It was back-to-back singles for Dode and Sandoval, followed by 3 straight walks last inning. Breaking ball misses up. It's 2-1. Oaks exploded last inning to break this ball game open. Scored 5 to make it a 9-1 ball game. Cody Carson came into the 6th, gave up an unearned run. And right where we're sitting now, it's a 9-2 ball game. The 2-2 to Sandoval misses away, and the count runs full again. A lot of pitches here from Rothfarb. He's over the 30-pitch mark on his outing. A payoff pitch misses down. And another walk for this Riptide pitching staff. It'll bring up Austin Carrillo. Carrillo still looking for his first official at-bat. He's reached safely in all 3 plate appearances with a hit by a pitch and 2 walks. And he hasn't seen a strike since his first plate appearance. 2 4-pitch walks
And
for Carrillo.
since the beginning of the ball game, there wasn't a walk issued until the 4th inning, and the only way guys got free passes was hit by pitches. Gans getting hit twice, Carrillo getting hit once, but since then, it's been 6.
Carrillo
free
goes
passes.
after the first pitch. It eats up Soto. We'll see how that one's ruled. Carrillo goes after the first pitch, not wasting any time when he finally sees a strike, puts that ball in play. He gets on, 2 on, 1 out for David Whittle. Still waiting on an official ruling on that play. It's going to be ruled an error on Soto. Whittle now up.
Takes outside ball one.
Ball 1 to Whittle. Whittle 0 for 1 today. He's reached twice, couple of walks.
Vasily 5 runs, 3 of them earned.
Rothfarb misses again. 2-0 now to Whittle.
First and second one out for the Oaks. Eight hitter David Whittle giving Brandon Durfee the day off.
Whittle in for Durfee right now, trying to rest Durfee's legs for the championship game. 2-0 to Whittle. In there, strike one.
Of course, it's risky to rest one of your better hitters in an elimination game like today, but the Oaks coaching staff was confident in Whittle's abilities and also confident in the rest of the Oaks team that they were going to go to the championship tonight.
Whittle's done a good job, too, filling in today. Great job defensively behind the plate. He's made a lot of great stops back there. Got on base twice today as an RBI today.
Whittle got one of the easiest RBIs you can get, a 4-pitch walk with the bases loaded. 2-2, a high chopper. Angel steps on the bag for 1, throws over to first. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. Rothfarb makes a lot of pitches but gets out of the 6th without a run. At the end of 6, the Oaks are ahead 9-2. When we come back, Austin Gregory will take us home for the rest of this ballgame.
And we'll welcome you back on in. Austin Greger here has taken things over for Sammy Holiday now after Josh Mechanic started things off in the first 3 innings for us.
Sammy and I are still here, don't worry.
They're still here, don't worry. First pitch, strike 2. Now we can confirm Gavin Mez as we see the back of the jersey who came in for the car after the injury. That one misses up. The Oaks carry a 9-2 lead into the top of the 7th inning. Oaks 9 outs away from advancing to the CCL championship game.
9-2 ball game right now. As you said, Austin, 9 outs away. Really would like to see some efficiency from Carson, as you don't want to burn too many arms for the championship. Obviously, all hands will be on deck for the championship game. We have been told that it will be most likely Lucian Wetchberg starting in the championship game. Jackson Jordan still yet to pitch in this tournament, as has Andrew Lucas.
That one's nubbed out to shallow left field, and that's going to drop in for a leadoff single for Gavin Mez.
Gavin Mez will pick up his 4th base notch of the postseason. He's on first to lead off the 7th.
This brings Gavin Heimovitz to the plate today for the third time today. He was unable to reach base both times today and unable to put the ball in play completely today against Tommy Brandenburg. Struck out swinging in the second and struck out looking in the fifth. First pitch from Carson to Heimovitz misses away.
We could possibly be seeing Nick Rinkover come in this ball game. Rink in the bullpen right now, doing some jogging.
That one gets the outside part of the plate, 1-1 now. We see a pinch hitter for Shane Taylor as DJ McEvers waits on deck.
I wonder why that is. Taylor has been one of the best hitters for the Riptide.
Yeah, Sammy, I was wondering the same thing. There's no way they're throwing in the towel this early, so I don't know.
That one's chased as he gets Heimovitz swinging at strike 3. Hat trick for Heimovitz.
We've really seen the Oaks pitching staff really tack on the strikeouts. 9 from Mike Stanford yesterday, 7 from Brandenburg to start off the ball game.
And DJ McEvers, the guy pinch hitting for Shane Taylor, has yet to pick up a hit this summer. 0 for 12. So it is quite surprising to see him being used in this situation.
A puzzling move for sure. We wonder if Taylor's all right.
Oh, well, for now it's McEvers who's behind 0-1 in the count now after swinging and missing at the first pitch strike. That one misses down. A good job, though, by Whittle to keep it close.
They'll also have to do a defensive realignment, and because Shane Taylor is starting shortstop today and McEvers is an outfielder, so we'll see what they do.
I had to guess it might bring Heimovitz back into the infield.
That's probably what they'll do.
1-1 now, though, to McEvers. So he fouls that one away. He'll get behind the Riptide bullpen.
Been looking at that Riptide dugout, see if I could spot Shane Taylor, and I haven't seen him move. There's nobody being looked at by the trainer right now, so he's probably just sitting in there.
1-2 delivery from Carson, fouled away again. That one
Oh man, we gotta clean it up there.
What just
That
happened?
ball was hit right to Blues intern, and she
ran.
bailed
She ran.
out of the way.
That one will get over, though, to the Little League game.
Sammy, you
On
gonna
the
tell her?
taco truck.
X makes that play.
100%.
Carson's ahead of him, 1 ball and 2 strikes. DJ McEvers.
So Carson just misses away, count even at 2 now.
There's 2 out. Or 1 out, sorry. 1 out. 1 out. Thank you, I appreciate it.
2-2. Carson delivers. That one just gets off the top of the bat of McEvers as he was flailing out a slider.
Batter's box for at least 1 more swing.
That was off the tippy top of the bat. He barely got a piece of that one. Lucky to still be up there.
As the leadoff at
The
first,
wind really howling now.
inning with a single to left.
Carson comes set.
Now DJ
He'll deliver
McEvers.
again
Strikes
and
out.
gets a swing and a miss. It's not a drop third strike because first base is occupied.
So second strikeout
Back-to-back
in a row
strikeouts for Cody Carson.
Struck out Gavin Halovitz, and now he does the same to DJ McEvers. His 8th strikeout.
Brings
on the ground.
Santino Panaro to the plate now. He's 0 for 3 today. Flew out to center in the 1-2-3 start to this ball game for Brandenburg, and he struck out swinging in the third, and he grounded out the third to end the fifth.
Team leader at 340 batting
one misses down.
Monroe's done it all.
The body language right now for the Riptide is just not very good. A lot of heads down, a lot of guys walk into the dugout just gingerly, their head down. Not very much energy in that dugout.
7 outs away from punching their ticket to the championship.
That one misses away. 2-0 now to Panaro.
Well, it's hard to really blame the Riptide. This team has just been decimated with injuries and guys leaving, shutting down for the summer, getting ready back for the college season.
Out here a little bit early.
And you're down 7 runs to
Loser goes home.
a team that you've been competitive with all year.
Yeah,
2-0 gets the bottom part of the zone for strike one.
we mentioned at the top of the broadcast
Cody Carson is
that
16
the
for
season
Panaro.
series between these two teams is deadlocked at 4-4. So a lot of competitive games, but in this one, the Oaks have full control.
Especially after the 17-run outburst yesterday for the Riptide. Really been shut down today.
Foul down the third baseline.
That one's poked foul by Panaro. Count even at 2 now.
When you come to summer ball with some teammates from college, I mean, you're meeting everybody, but you have quick guys.
Carrillo had to go all the way down to the wall there to get that one. Need to figure it out in that bullpen. Need those guys on those baseballs, not Carrillo.
Seen a lot of close teams this tournament. A lot of teams tossing the football around, getting together in hotels.
2-2 now. 2 outs here. Carson delivers. That one just misses down as Panaro is able to hold out. Count now full.
Watching those relationships develop as the summer goes on makes it that much harder when you see teams
That'll give Mez a head start over there at first.
had to say goodbye to each other, and even some of the coaches extremely emotional.
And we assume Mez has to be a little shaken up as he didn't start this ball game. So that'll really help him out, being able to get the head start over at first.
Payoff pitch to Panaro. There
Carson
goes Gavin Mez.
gets him looking.
Strike 3 on the
And that's
outside
got to
corner.
be,
Santino Panaro flips the ball.
that'd be my guess. And Panaro just got tossed
Yeah, he did.
as he disagreed with that call. That's got to be the first time this year that Panaro's gotten
The showers
struck out twice in a ball game. Umpires have been hearing it really all game, and Panaro must have said one of the magic words that you're not allowed to say to an umpire, and he gets tossed. And we'll see the coach Tim Brown come out to talk to the umpire as well. Probably wants to hear what he said, and we'll be back.
I'll welcome you back. We're trying to figure out the defensive realignment here as Jack Brooks steps in. My prediction was right as Heimovitz is in the infield now. He's at second, which moves Anthony Angel Jr. to short. TJ McEvers stays in the game in left field. Nathan Manning goes to center with Pinero being asked to leave this game early. And as for who's in right field,
It's got to be a pitcher.
We think it's Matthew Gaunt.
Matthew Gaunt, the pitcher.
The
waiting
pitcher,
to see a number.
correct.
So yeah, the Riptide only have 11 position players listed on their roster. They have Zakar, who left due to injury, Taylor, who we left presumably due to injury, and then Pinero, who just got tossed. So it's definitely a pitcher out there. And guess we get Matthew Gaunt.
As Jack Brooks strikes out, swinging for out number 1 here. We'll see how long they're going to ride with Rothfarb. I see Maloney as well as Goffer both stretching with those bands down in the bullpen, as Tyler Glowacki will get his first playoff appearance as he's going to pinch hit here for Tyler Gannis. So it's TG for TG. Like Gannis rests those 2 pitches to his back. Glowacki will subsequently stay in right field. So holds up there, 2-0 to him now.
Not getting called for a strike now is another pinch hitter for the Oaks.
Take strike 1.
Glowacki, not the average that he would like to have this summer, but he always gives you a good at-bat, usually works the count pretty deep, not afraid to battle with 2 strikes, has worked a lot of walks this year. He's second on the team in walks.
2-2 now to Glowacki. So chop that one to second over the head of Rothfarb. And Heimovitz makes the play on the first ground ball he sees of the game. Bring AJ Salgado to the plate, and he's had himself quite the day at the plate. Grounded out to short to start his day, but then a single that he came around to score on, his second RBI infield single of the tournament, and he walked in the 5th.
The Oaks 9 runs on just 7 hits. So just like Sammy talked about in the pregame, they got to take advantage of the mistakes, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking advantage of the free passes and the errors that are being made.
As Salgado drives that ball deep to right field. Goodbye, baseball. Finally, we've been waiting all summer for it. AJ Salgado puts one over the fence. The Oaks up 10-2.
AJ really starting to get rewarded for the hard hit baseballs, and that's exactly what you need. We've been waiting for him to get hot again. He was absolutely on fire before the hip flexor injury. He was among the CCL leaders in batting average, hitting well over 400 before the injury. Ran into a little bit of bad luck, hitting baseball hard but right at guys, but now today 2 hard hit baseballs that resulted in hits.
That one's fouled away, and really great to see there for Salgado to finally put one over the fence, and just the reaction in the Oaks dugout, just about a bunch of happy faces, something that this team really needed after a really tough loss last night. 1-2 now to Grant, my apologies.
And think about how hard that ball had to be hit from AJ to cut through the wind, which is howling today, to left field, and he hits it to right center, cuts right through the wind, and still gets it out of the yard.
You know, with how we think it's Gaunt, so to be fair, he is a pitcher out there and right, but the way that ball was read by Gaunt, I thought it was going to be just like Chavez's off the wall, but Salgado finally got into one. I had been waiting for one from Salgado, just with the way we watch him put the bat on the ball during batting practice at Cal Lutheran with the jet stream out there. As Grant rolls over that one to third, and it's through the 5-hole over there of Soto.
Yikes.
Second error of the ball game for Soto.
Just came up too early.
Tough there.
So now this gives another at-bat to Josiah Chavez. Chavez today only 1 for 4, but he does have 2 RBIs. He had an RBI ground out in the first. that double I just talked about off the wall.
Continues for Josiah
And the third
Chavez.
was an RBI, and he grounded out on a comebacker and then struck out looking
In there, right
as he
down
came
the
around
plate.
to be the only batter to hit twice in that big 5-spot 5th inning.
Chavez a couple stakes today, the RBI double and the RBI ground out.
Will take in the dirt.
1-1 now to Chavez after that one misses down.
Inning started out with Jack Brooks swinging and missing for
With the
strike
way
three.
he's been driving in runs lately, Chavez has shot up the RBI leaderboard for the
Solo
Oaks.
shot from AJ Salgado.
Yeah,
Error
really
by
has been
Tom
impressive
Solo.
as of late as he swings and misses. So that one,
Josiah
Chavez, underrated performance in the win over the Riptide on Thursday because starting pitcher goes 8 shutout innings and he goes 3 for 4, but nobody talks about it because the pitcher goes 8 shutout innings with no walks.
Yeah.
But Chavez is really settled in as the designated hitter in this lineup. Great defensively as well, but no need to use his glove with the trio you have in the outfield defensively of Carrillo, Sandoval, and Gannis, as Chavez holds up on that one, count even at 2.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Chavez also another converted catcher. Speak of Mount Maloney, who's currently throwing in the bullpen, a converted catcher for the Riptide. Josiah Chavez also converted catcher, actually listed on the roster as a catcher here at the playoffs as he'll fill that one away.
I wonder if we're really going to see Maloney here. He has been one of the most used arm. He's got to be the most used arm left on this Riptide roster.
Oh yeah. He's not throwing the warm-up right now. He's kind of just lobbing, going through his sequences. As Chavez goes down looking, and he knew it right away. But the Oaks tack on another as it's the first home run of the summer for A.J. Salgado. We'll take you now to the top of the 8th. Galacki will stay in this ballgame defensively, and I think it's going to be Cody Carson coming out again. It is Cody Carson coming out for a 3rd inning of work. We'll be back top 8. Welcome you back now. Top 8 now for the Oaks. Cody Carson coming out for his 3rd inning of work. We'll see how Dave Silvese and Scott Radinsky decide how to handle these final 8 outs. 6 outs, sorry, as that one's rolled foul. See if they get 4 innings out of Carson. Carson, a starter in high school, has been a bullpen guy all summer long since joining the Oaks.
Josh, you faced Cody Carson back in high school, correct?
I did, yes.
How do you do against you guys?
Cody Carson against us, as he gets the infield pop-up. He had a pretty solid outing. His senior year, my senior year, 6 1/3, 1 run, 10 strikeouts.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I walked against him.
You walked, though.
So
Attaboy, Josh.
Yeah,
Atta babe.
thanks, yeah. But yeah, he was really good. That his team his senior year went 29-1. They were unreal.
That was that Thousand Oaks High School team,
with
headlined by Max Muncy.
Oakland is first-round pick, tearing it up in the minor leagues right now. Backdoor sliders in there for strike one, the Manning. Also, Rock Riggio had a great freshman year with Oklahoma State.
Your alma mater as well, Austin,
It
right?
is.
Austin.
That one just misses away. Not a part of the baseball program there, though.
It's not an easy baseball program to get into.
No, it isn't.
Especially with the group of guys I grew up with.
Yeah, your class and
Former Conejo Oaks pitcher earlier this summer, Garrett Clark, a part of my graduating class at TO.
oh,
2-1 misses up to Manning. 3-1 now. Manning, one of two guys with multiple hits today for the Riptide, as him and Morales have accounted for 4 of the 5 hits for the Riptide in this ball game, and Manning works a walk.
So a 5-pitch walk for Nathan Manning. That'll be the 3rd time he's been aboard today. He scored the only
Manning came into this ball game a little slow on his tournament, only 1 hit coming into the day on around 12 or 13 at bats, but 2 hits today and a walk. The one bright spot today for the Riptide.
This brings in Blake Penzo, who's 0 for 3 today. Struck out looking in his first 2 at-bats and a reach via an error as he shoots that one back up the middle, and that's a base knock.
Back-to-back base runners for the Riptide. Nathan Manning walked, and now lining a ground ball single is Blake Penzo, his first base knock of the day. Orange County, it's his 6th hit.
still no action down in the Oaks bullpen.
And just as you say that, Nick Ringcover walking in the bullpen. Not sure if he's just going to hang out with the rest of the guys in the bullpen, and he's been back and forth from the dugout and bullpen all day long.
Yeah, he has.
There's no catcher with them, so it seems like he'll continue to ride Carson. That one's rolled over foul. As mentioned, Morales, who's in the box now. One of the 2 guys with multiple hits today, as he's 2 for 3.
8 for 13 this summer is Morales.
Chases one down in the dirt, 0-2 now.
Less than 24 players made the trip to San Luis Obispo. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Zach mentioned it throughout the broadcast, the fact that Orange County is still playing on
0-2 now to Morales. Carson delivers. That one shot foul to the left side.
Third pitch of the at-bat is fouled off a light pole right over the Conejo dugout. Bullpen, rather.
And I didn't see what happened, but I think one of the guys in the Oaks bullpen may have made a play on that baseball.
I think it went off the light pole.
Carson. This is outside.
That one misses away. 1-2 now, though. Good idea, though, from Carson, as an outside pitch has been called a strike a couple times already tonight. This afternoon, my apologies.
Cody Carson.
That one's chopped foul. As Morales continues to battle.
Oh, Mo.
Come on.
Clean it up.
Another arm who will be available in tonight's championship ball game, Massimo Vega.
He hopped over the fence to make a play on the ball and went right through his legs and rolled down to the corner.
Carson over 50 pitches now in this outing. That ball right there is pitch number 52.
Starts at the hip of Angel Jr., ends up in the dirt. Balls and 2 strikes. Anthony Angel Jr. waiting on deck. Two men aboard. Nathan Manning leading off of second. Blake Penzo
2-2
first.
now to Morales. Carson delivers. He gets a swing and a miss.
Swings and misses for strike 3.
2 outs now after the strikeout there from Morales, which brings Anthony Angel Jr. to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Chased one in the dirt in the second. Popped out to Gannis and Wright to end the 4th. I'll welcome you back. It's Zach Dode who's going to lead things off. Carliner's going to pinch hit for Sandoval on deck. And of course, why not? Matthew Maloney's in the pitch this 8th inning.
Yeah.
Let the best pitcher this summer finish things out for the Riptide. And he'll have to face his future teammate next. New Mexico State getting 2 talented guys in Matthew Maloney and Noah Carliner this year. As Dode pops that one foul, he'll get out of play to the right side.
Yeah, I don't think Carliner wanted Maloney to throw today. He said, "We're going home next week. We're going to school next week. Let's just sit him."
Yeah, he said he needs to rest.
Yeah.
1-2 delivery from Maloney now. Dode drives that one to center field. Manning able to settle under it for out number 1.
It is Nick Rinkover throwing in the pen, officially on the mound throwing, so he'll probably get the 9th inning.
So now Carliner steps in. Still take a first pitch breaking ball. Ruled strike 1. That one looked a little outside.
This is a very important at bat in terms of bragging rights going into the college season for the future teammates here.
Pitched against the Crawdads. A 6-4 victory closed that one out. All he did was give up a hit.
2 guys that'll
Struck out one.
become quite familiar with each other. Maloney moves in a few days. Carliner next week.
It's Carliner, heavy hack and a miss. 1-2 to him now.
He was a starter all the way up until July 17th. After that, maxed out and an inning. 6 relief appearances, became their closer.
And Maloney wins the battle and will carry bragging rights into the season. So bring Austin Correa to the plate now for his 5th at-bat of the day. Hit by a pitch in the 2nd, walked in the 4th on 4 pitches, walked in the 5th on 4 pitches, and then reached via error in the 6th. So he's reached base every single one of his at-bats. Not safely each time because reaching via the error doesn't count for the on-base percentage, but this guy gets on base as good as anybody in the CCL. All-star this year at the showcase game was Carrillo. So he'll take strike 1 on a looping curveball there from Maloney.
Battle of 2 CCL All-Stars. And I think Maloney might be the only remaining showcase player for the Riptide.
I'll have to check on that one.
Yeah, I'll check right now. Got it in front of me.
I think there's still somebody on this team.
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody else in the lineup. Let's see the pitching.
Ahead of his 5th year, 2-1. Couple walks in the 4th and 5th, singled in the 6th.
2-1 now to Carrillo.
Coach Tim Brown's team just
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure.
ran out of gas on this championship Saturday. A lot of baseball being played in 3 days.
Yep. One of the only one of the 4 All-Stars for the Riptide that remains on this roster.
Christian Finnegan started this game.
T.C. Simmons no longer with the team in the outfield. Carbajal no longer in the rotation, and Nathan Smith no longer available behind the plate. 2-2 now. As Carrillo goes down looking. First time Carrillo doesn't reach base today, but Maloney continues to do what he does as he puts down the Oaks in order for his final outing of the summer. He'll put a little flex, and he deserves it for how great he's been this summer. We'll head to the 9th inning now, and we'll see if it's going to be Nick Rinkover who's going to come in. He's still throwing in the bullpen, but we'll be back. We'll let you know who's pitching, and we'll let you know where Noah Carliner's going to play defensively. And we'll welcome you back. It is, in fact, Nick Rinkover who's going to be entering this ball game for the Conejo Oaks, a veteran of this team. Multiple seasons now with the Conejo Oaks as he looks to get the final 3 outs to send the Oaks to the championship game here of the CCL State Championship Tournament. It follows up Cody Carson's 3 innings where he had 1 run come across, but it was unearned, so 2 runs unearned today for the Riptide. 4 strikeouts, 4 hits, and 1 walk for Carson is the final line from 3 innings. And Rinkover will face Mez, Heimovitz, and McEvers.
Batting 4th in the inning, if the spot gets there, would be the pitcher Gaunt, who entered the game in the outfield after Santino Pinero was thrown out of the ballgame.
Whittle and Rinkover making sure they're on page with their signs. And the defensive realignments for the Oaks in the outfield with Carliner coming in. He's in right field now. Glowacki goes to left, and Carrillo is now in center.
Would really like to see Rink pitch a clean inning here. Close out this ball game with authority.
First pitch from Rink is a strike to the lefty Mez. He gets a swing and a miss with the slider. Strike 2.
Looks good the first 2 pitches.
That one misses way high. A 1-2 now. Set-up pitch there from Rinkover. Didn't get him to chase the one in the dirt. Count even at 2 now.
Really good job of Rink there to change the eye levels of the hitter there.
Changing it literally as much as he can. Up above the head, down below the ankles. Good
And he gets
pitch.
a swing and
babe.
miss. He's setting up. Missed 10 feet above him.
Couple
Misses
waste
down in the
pitches
dirt,
there.
and then gets a
Couple
swing and
waste
miss
pitches.
on the slider.
Because if he had an immaculate inning, it would have just like shown up the other pitchers, you know? So he wanted to be like a nice guy and throw a couple balls.
So this brings Heimovitz to the plate, and Gaunt's currently standing in the dugout holding the bat, so he's going to hit if it comes up to him.
Well, yeah.
They can't go to a position player off the bench.
Yeah, but I didn't know if there's a pitcher maybe they trust more to swing the bat.
Oh, yeah.
That would be kind of dirty, though.
To take it
You
away from
enter,
him.
you enter the game as a pitcher, having to play the field, and
But
they
you
pinch
can't
it,
hit.
and then they pinch it for you using another pitcher. That would just be devastating.
That is rough. That'd be rough, 7.
2-0 now to
Hopefully,
Heimovitz.
hopefully he doesn't even get a chance to come up. Hopefully Rink gets these next 2 guys.
Heimovitz being very careful here as he's in the hunt for a golden sombrero right now. 2-0 misses away. 3-0 now.
Gavin in danger of wearing the golden sombrero. 0 for 3 today with 3 Ks. 2 swinging and 1 looking. Now he'll get on base with a 4-pitch walk.
There's a 4-pitch walk for Heimovitz.
Gaunt cannot stop smiling right now as he enters the on-deck circle. No batting gloves for him.
Old school, I like it. We were trying to name
He
guys.
might not own a pair of batting gloves.
None of the guys probably want to let him borrow them. So McEvers steps in now. This is the second at-bat of the day after pinch hitting for Shane Taylor in the 7th. He struck out swinging against Carson. Backdoor slider for Rank is in there for strike 1. McEvers the second guy that Carson struck out an order as he struck out the side after giving up a single.
Playing 4 games in this CCL state championship. They missed the playoffs last
Oh,
year.
Really good pitch there.
inside slider just misses.
Good spot to miss there. How about a double play ball to
I was-
just crush the
I
greens?
was thinking
of
that, but
Gaunt?
I didn't want to say it
Damn,
because I want to see Gaunt swing the bat.
it's a cold world we live in.
1-1 from Rink now. The fastball just misses off. 2-1 now to McEvers.
You guys are preying on Rink's downfall.
No,
I'm
I'm
hoping
rooting
that
for
this
double
pi-
play.
I'm
I
hoping this
agree.
pitcher don't see the batter's box.
Yeah, no, get me double play.
Up to San Luis Obispo.
That's a sick way to end the ball game.
2-1 now. That one's fouled back. Counts even at 2 now to McEvers.
Good job, Gaunt. See, knows his duty is the on-deck man to go get the foul ball.
And he doesn't because he put it in his pocket and throw it back to our dugout. So we got about halfway there.
Yeah, that's what you do in high school.
Football is so unpredictable. So many things can happen. But when you put together a season, you have a finish to it like the Riptide have, you'll never forget it.
2017 state champions. Battling as the number 5 seed.
2-2 delivery. The backdoor breaker misses away. Count runs full.
Plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Just missed there. Really good pitch.
Matthew Gaunt. Big grin on his face. Relief pitcher doesn't get very many ABs anymore.
I really hope McEvers doesn't
Yeah,
play.
same here.
3-2 pitch. Misses in.
Side ball 4, so no double play.
Back-to-back walks, which gives Gaunt the opportunity to swing the bat.
Just one out.
He's got to be grinning ear to ear right now.
That's right. Matthew Gaunt taking an at bat.
Well,
Bernaro was tossed out of game.
got to get this guy if you're Rink.
Yeah.
I think he would be hearing it if he does not.
Yeah,
Here he is in the batter's box making his first plate appearance.
Get a ground ball.
Gonna go on a limb and saying this is gonna be Gaunt's. There it is.
Yeah.
6, 4, 3, and well,
Atta babe,
Gaunt
Rink.
gets to swing the bat, makes contact, but it's
Rink, that's the
a
game.
game-ending double play. His Rink's like, oh, I forgot, I don't do that
I
anymore.
was,
But
I was getting ready to say that was gonna go on a limb saying that was Gaunt's first plate appearance this summer.
It was.
Oh, thanks,
oh,
Josh.
thanks, Josh. We didn't know. Well, the Oaks win by a score of 10-2, led heavily by the start of Tommy Brandenburg and the bat of AJ Salgado, and they'll be playing in the CCL championship game tonight at 6 o'clock. We'll have it right here. We'll see you guys then. For Austin Gregory, Sammy Holiday, and Josh Mechanic, it's been Conejo Oaks Baseball.